Hello, my name is Ben.
And my name is Josh.
Welcome back to FPL Graduates.
So it's game week 7 review. We're going to talk through our teams, what we're doing in the last week before the international break.
Yeah, I mean, should we get into my one first?
Yeah.
It's a frustrating week, and for me, 44 points. It's not good. Below average again. 2 weeks in a row after a really great wildcard decision, it seemed like, and it's not really paying off because I think mainly my captain just didn't return. I had Heung-min Son as captain, as about 1.4 million players.
I think it's the most captain player this week.
So a lot of players had him blank. Bit frustrating, but we'll go into our team anyway and see how they did. I had McCarthy in goal, 3-pointer. Not great, but not many keepers who were high owned kept clean sheets.
Yeah.
Obviously had Ryan on the bench who didn't play for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, but we'll have to see if he starts next
weekend. Yeah.
That's big. I had one return in my defence, and that was my cheapest option, which is Kilman. He got me a clean sheet. Again, Trent 2-pointer. We have a Justin 2-pointer and Walker Peters with 1 point. Trent's frustrating me. Very much frustrating me. I think I'm going to give him until game week 10 to return at least attacking wise. If he doesn't, then him going frees up a lot of funds for me.
It definitely does, yeah.
Which I'm hoping to do. I then had Salah, who got me my only attacking return in midfield with an 8-pointer. I should have captained him. I should have known that he wouldn't blank 2 game weeks in a row at home. I should have known. I knew that, and we've said that before as well. We said that in the previews and the FPL Friday. We said that. For some reason, I just thought Son would do something big again. Maybe that's just me thinking. He's so explosive, but Son didn't do anything for me. I had Mahrez who got me 3 points, and then my transfer this week, it was either going to be Pulisic or Ziyech coming into my team because I wanted a Chelsea player.
Who for?
That was for. I can't remember who it was for now. We'll have a look. This was for James Rodriguez.
Oh yeah.
It's for James Rodriguez who is injured. Pulisic or Ziyech. I picked Pulisic, of course. It's absolutely classic that Pulisic comes out injured. My sub, Jorginho on the bench, comes in with a 1-pointer. It was an absolute stinker. And then up top, I had 2 returns at least up top with Calvert-Lewin with 8, and which was a last-minute 8-pointer as well, which I'm happy about. And then Kane got a 6-pointer, which is not too bad, not the end of the world. Obviously got that penalty and converted it. So happy with my strike force at the moment, but there's a lot of fires that need putting out in this team at the moment. On my bench, I've got 2 points overall on the bench, so I need to start looking at spreading a bit more value across my bench because, as we've seen, players are dropping out injured. This is a strange season for substitution. So we need to really have a bit of value now on the bench, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So unlike Ben, I scored higher than him this week, which he'll be absolutely gutted about. I can tell on his face. I got 52, so only 1 below the average. And considering I haven't hit my wildcard yet, I'll take it on a budget. So McCarthy in goal with 3. Obviously, they conceded a lot of goals late on in that game, which is why he would have finished on, I think, 4. But then they conceded those 2 late goals to get 2 save points. Trent, 2-pointer, had enough of him, if I'm honest. Eric Dyer, 2-pointer, was sort of unlucky. That goal that Brighton scored was on the verge.
They should have kept a clean sheet because that's a foul, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, yet again, Eric Dyer gets robbed. He should probably have 3 or 4 clean sheets this year, in my opinion. They had the penalty against Newcastle in the last minute as well. So a bit unlucky.
There's been a lot of times where we've seen Newcastle's Spurs clean sheets just robbed at the death.
Jamal Lewis, another man who's had his clean sheet robbed this week, 90th minute to Calvert-Lewin, but I don't mind because I have Calvert-Lewin, so either way, that gets me points, so it's not too much of an issue. Esri Konsa, my transfer from 2 weeks ago, he finished on 0 points. I don't know how many he got me 1 point in 2 weeks, terrible transfer from me. I had Salah vice captain with 8-pointer, Bruno with a 2-pointer, Jack Grealish with a 15-pointer. This is what you love to see. Son captain, 4-pointer, disappointing, but every time I captain Son, no matter what year it is, he never returns for me, so I probably should not captain him in the future. Calvert-Lewin with an 8, and then Danny Ings, my transfer this week, instead of Mitrovic, He got a 6-pointer, but has now got injured, which is gutting, as well as Mitrovic deciding to actually return for once and getting 2 assists for Fulham this weekend.
Yeah, it's a weird one with Danny Ings. I think he'll be out this weekend and he'll probably recover over this international break and be ready for the next game week. So I don't know whether you're going to think about transferring out or you're going to just keep him on the bench for a week and see how it goes.
For me, because I'm playing my wild card, I was thinking about playing it this week, but I'm going to save it for the international break like I planned. I'm going to transfer him out. I'm going to take a hit this week just because I can, and Danny Ings is injured, so it almost makes it easier to do that. So I'm going to take Ings out. I'm bringing Harry Kane in for the fixture against West Brom. I'm taking Bruno Fernandes out as they have Everton, and I don't really fancy United in the Premier League at the minute. And I'm going to bring in either a Ziyech or maybe a West Ham midfielder, as West Ham have Fulham at home as well. There's a lot of tasty fixtures this week.
Yeah, in terms of my transfers, I've one free transfer currently, but where do I use it? It's the real concern for me. I'm gonna leave it and wait till Friday, probably 3 o'clock, before I make my decision. I'll wait till the managers have their press conference, because I've heard lots of rumours that Pulisic could be fine for the weekend. He could not be. I think he's more than likely going to start on the bench at the weekend, though, to be honest. So I'm very tempted to take him out and then also take out, I'm not too sure who else. It could be Jorginho, it could be Mitchell, it could be any of these players here that I could take out and bring in. I don't know who to bring in now. I think Ziyech is probably a really good option to have at this point. He's really low owned. And also from West Ham, Pablo Fornals.
Yeah, he's very low owned. I mentioned him, I think, 2 weeks ago on the FPL Fridays. Like, he will get returns in that West Ham team, and if I was picking any of their midfielders, it'd probably be him that I'd choose over Jarrod Bowen, just because he plays more centrally. And I just want to touch on Ziyech. I think he's probably Chelsea's best FPL midfielder at the minute, as Christian Pulisic is just injured constantly. You can't rely on him. Whereas Ziyech had that injury. I feel like he comes back. He's obviously, I think he scored 15 or 14 points this weekend just gone. So he's got great set piece delivery as well. He brings a lot more FPL wise than maybe Pulisic does, in my opinion.
Definitely. It's just that it was very frustrating. Half an hour before the game, he's injured and out. I think he could have done some serious damage in that game. Like
some serious
damage, because Burnley ended up looking open at the end of it.
Yeah.
And Chelsea always batter them. And Pulisic, I brought him in. The decision I made was Pulisic or Ziyech. I looked at the stats. How did Pulisic do last season? He got a hat-trick against Burnley, and obviously he's getting a hat-trick last season against them.
Yes,
he's going to get some sort of returns. Just unlucky, really, that he got injured and then that was that, because I think it was a good idea in theory, but it's just one of them ones in FPL where it just doesn't turn out.
Yeah, the cookie doesn't crumble your way. But I just want to touch on Chelsea as a team right now. They're probably the most informed side in the Premier League, I'd say. Defensively, they look really sound, and that's something I'm looking towards in my wild card over the international break. I'm thinking of maybe even getting in like Mendy and just going set and forget for goalkeeper now, as there's this rumour of Matt Ryan just not playing. I'm not sure why he hasn't played.
I genuinely don't know. Like, I haven't even looked up why he's not playing.
I've seen Neil Maupay hasn't played because of like an attitude problem, and I'm just worried it might be a similar sort of thing and maybe falling out of favour.
I just can't see it. Maybe it's just an injury. Maybe it's just something else like that.
It's a weird situation. It just
happened out of the bench as well, wasn't it?
It's happened out of the blue. So for him to be on the bench and not playing, and then playing that Romero who did not look good. Like, I don't know. It just seems a bit sketchy for me. So I'm looking at Chelsea defensively. All over the pitch, Chelsea look phenomenal FPL wise. They have so many explosive players. Like Kurt Zouma is the highest scoring defender currently in FPL. I think he's got 51 points or something like that.
Yeah, it's 49 or 51, something around there.
Exactly. So he's got 3 goals this season. That's more than a lot of strikers.
That's Aubameyang.
Exactly. And so he's playing well. You got Chilwell, Reece James, even Thiago Silva you can put in there. So a lot of defensive options. Who are you looking at team-wise, like if you could pick a team?
Yeah, in terms of team-wise, you know what? I'd probably say West Ham. Like, I've given them slander earlier on in the season, no doubt about it, but right now, every single team in the league would struggle to beat West Ham.
Yeah.
Defensively, they look really solid. Kufal's come in and done a good job. I've not seen a West Ham defence look this decent
I agree.
in a good while. And even going forward, they've added the likes of Ben Rama, who's potentially going to be starting this weekend.
Yeah.
He came off the bench at the weekend. So the attacking options are plentiful. They've got a really strong midfield. They've got some good options in there. So it's going to be one to look out for.
100%. Ben Rama's also a lot cheaper than Bowen and Fornals. He's at 6 million. That is a very, very tasty price point for someone of his ability. I know he hasn't done anything yet, but maybe in the future it's one to look forward to because he's a fantastic player.
It's definitely an option to look out for. So that has been our Game Week 7 review. Let us know how you got on this game week. Hopefully it's better than me. I mean, hopefully it's also better than you as well.
Yeah, mine's just average.
Average scores. Make sure you leave likes, comments, share it about, everything like that. Everything you do, we're very appreciative of. Anything else I want to say? TikTok at 10k, decent.
Yeah, check it out. Also follow us on Twitter. We usually tweet about the games live, so go follow us on there if you're interested in all that jazz.
Yeah, so I've been Ben.
I've been Josh.
And we'll see you
later.